You mentioned Mitch Trubisky, and it actually makes a lot of sense. And what I mean by that is you got Nick Foles, you traded for him, you're paying him like $21 million guaranteed, you gave up a fourth for him. And I would imagine you're just like, why the hell is he not starting week one? Like, and just call it a day.
Yeah.
I feel like if they put in Nick Foles from week one and Nick Foles does not perform, which I'm going to say right now, I don't think there's a guarantee he does.
Oh, wow. I know where you're going with this. Yeah.
See, I don't think he does. So if you put in Nick Foles week one, and let's just say it's week 4 and they suck, right? Like Nick Foles is just not the guy. You're then going to say the guy who beat him in camp, the guy that you have seen that you drafted and the fan base has completely shut down on, you're going to start Mitch Trubisky and think that that's going to go over well? I don't think there's, and like that's supposed to inspire team confidence. I do not see that happening. So I think honestly, it's a win-win for the Bears because you start Mitch Trubisky. If he does well, you look like a genius because you're like, we brought Nick Foles in and he's had a great attitude and he played up to the competition, blah, 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 blah. You look like a genius. If he doesn't, you have Nick Foles that you just traded for and you have an option for maybe things to improve.
Tom Grossi. Oh my, can I give you a round of applause? That's so smart.
That's how I'm looking at it. That doesn't mean it's necessarily correct, but I feel like they will say at the end of the day, we gave Mitch Trubisky every opportunity possible. And that's it.
Well, also, man, the most loved person on a football team is the backup quarterback on a bad team. If a team's doing poorly, everybody loves the backup quarterback. And how much, just from a marketing perspective, if you're doing bad and you're benching Trubisky, who people already kind of hate, and bring in Nick Foles, who's known to do well off the bench, people are like, week 6, a renewed sense of hope. That's what Foles will bring. I had not thought about that at all. Tommy Grossi. I love that.
That's it. Now, again, is Matt Nagy going to call plays and actually utilize David Montgomery? That's a little big question mark too. Their offensive line also didn't get any better. I think they drafted guys in the 6th round. But I think, it's going to be challenging for that offense to get it going. They could do really well. I don't think they will, but I think that, and as I've said a million times, it's not all Trubisky's fault, the reason why the Bears struggled last year. It's not. Trubisky was a part of it, but it's not all his fault. And I think that if you think just replacing the QB is going to magically fix your offensive line, your lack of running game, your terrible play calling, I think that no, I don't think that's the thing. I think that you'd be better, but I don't think that's going to magically fix all of your problems. Like if Nick Foles gets hit, the guy who has not played a single full season in his entire career, I mean, how can you have confidence in that? And put it this way, I love Gardner Minshew, but the Jaguars threw a crap ton of money at Nick Foles and chose Gardner Minshew over Nick Foles, who they just traded for. And then they put him back in after he got hurt and he sucked. So for me, that does not inspire a single drop of confidence. But again, you never know. Different team, different surroundings. Nick Foles has pulled off magic before. So I wouldn't doubt it.